Ani, bonjour, Chidamokwe Deshnikas, Wigaskinaga Dunjaba Makwadodem. My name is Susan Manitowabi. I'm the Associate Vice President, Indigenous and Academic Programs. And I'd like to begin today by acknowledging that we are standing on the traditional territory of the Atikameksheng Anishinaabeg, and acknowledge as well that the city of Greater Sudbury also is located on the traditional territory of Waanapete First Nation. It is with great sadness that we are gathered here today to honor the lives of the 215 Indigenous children whose lives were taken at the Kamloops Indian Residential School. The discovery of the mass graves has left us all reeling from the magnitude of the loss for the families and communities whose children were never returned home, and for unexplained reasons for their deaths. Indeed, this has had a great impact on Indigenous peoples across Turtle Island, as we once again are faced with another atrocity as a result of the Indian Residential School experience. Today, I have invited Carol Germa, a member of the Waabshki-makwa Singers drum group, and she's also a representative of Canadian Shield, the regional council of United Church of Canada. And what we're going to do today is we're going to do ceremonial laying of a pair of moccasins on this cairn here that was erected in 1988, in recognition of the apology from the United Church. And if we have a candle, we'll light that candle as well, and in honor of all of those people, those children that have died in that mass grave.
In 1986, at a national gathering held in Sudbury, the United Church of Canada apologized to First Nations people for not valuing their spirituality and instead imposing their own values and spirituality. The Indigenous people were waiting down here by a sacred fire. They received the apology but did not accept it. They said they wanted to see if the church was going to live out the words of that apology in action. Since that time, the church has been on a journey of justice and reconciliation, doing such things as participating in the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, repudiating the doctrine of discovery, and establishing a fund for justice and reconciliation. This cairn was built on this site because it was here that the apology was given and received. It's a reminder that the words of the apology must be acted out in life. We must continue that journey of right relations.
All of us gathered here today have offered some tobacco into the sacred fire. I'm really thankful for the people that have come today. I'm thankful that we have with us our firekeeper, Kevin Fitzmaurice, representing the Indigenous studies. And so we each took a tobacco tie, and we each said our own prayer for all of the children who were found in that grave. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about that for a moment, is that those prayers are really important, and I know that across the land today, across Canada, there's many activities, many people gathered all over the place, and honoring those children who were lost in the Kamloops Indian Residential School. And we know that that's not an isolated incident, and as we move forward, we'll probably find that this has happened in many residential schools across the country. So we send our prayers out to the families and the communities of those children, and for all of the families and communities across this land who have lost their children in the Indian residential school. And everybody feels that, whether you're Indigenous or non-Indigenous, there's a lot of people out there who are horrified by the discovery of those bodies. And sometimes when people pass into the spirit world, we like to celebrate those lives. And today we're celebrating the lives of those children whose communities haven't been able to do that. You know, we're celebrating those lives, and we need to do that as Indigenous people, to acknowledge those lives that are here and celebrate them. It is a celebration of life, even though they're not with us any longer. So we took the tobacco and we each said our prayer for all of those families. And so what we're going to do now is, members of the Waabshki-makwa Singers and our very own Amy Commanda here, we're going to sing the honor song for these children, the Migizi song. And so we'll do that now.